is Show Me Your Food, and today I'm in the kitchen with Jake Roper.
Hello there. No, we're not supposed to say anything.
That's beautiful.
Is that okay?
So what are we making today, Jake?
Oh, today
what are we making?
Today we're making completely untraditional tacos.
Right.
Not traditional in the slightest. This is what my mother used to make when I was growing up. Because she didn't like cooking. So everything that she could use that was already pre-prepared or that she could just quickly dice and throw into a bowl was her go-to.
Right, but you're usually a bit of a taco connoisseur, is that correct?
So I've been told.
Well, you seem to be a taco fan,
I'm a taco fanatic, and it all started from when I was young. You know?
Yeah.
So I was raised vegetarian.
Right.
So actually with this, we're gonna be using veggie meat, not real meat at all.
Oh, okay.
That's how I ate it when I was growing up.
Right.
But Mexican food was always great being vegetarian because you could replace everything with beans. So when we go out and eat, I was like, oh, I just had this affinity for Mexican food because it really spoke to me and really fit in with the diet that I was forced to have.
Excellent.
So there we go. So we are going to be using some soy chorizo.
Yes.
So obviously not real. And then beefless ground beef.
Delicious.
So not ground beef at all. So we're gonna mix those together because I feel like the soy rizo. I'm just mixing it together now. The soy rizo will have a little bit of Mexican flavor.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know,
I feel that.
a little bit. As they do. Then we got cheddar cheese, which actually you can start opening if you want. And then we have a head of lettuce, tomato,
Yes.
and sour cream and taco shells. How does it smell?
Delicious.
Ooh, that is some
Got a bit of a
sharp
bite to
cheese.
it, yeah.
Here's a bowl to shred it into.
Whoa, wait, when you say shred it, how am I cutting this? Oh, I'm grating this.
Oh, you say grating. I say shredding.
Oh, right.
Look at that, cultural differences.
Look at that.
What am I gonna start doing? I'm gonna cut a tomato.
All right, you cut that. You cut the tomato, as I would say tomato, tomato, tomato.
Sorry, actually, so here's a little side note.
Yes.
Whenever I fly on planes, I like to seem worldly, so I'll be like, oh, may I have a tomato juice, please?
Tomato
And
juice.
they're always like, what? I'm like, tomato juice. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Okay, yeah.
So it doesn't work out.
Actually, the first time I came to America, I went to Burger King and my sister said, no tomato, please. And he was like, what? I was like, really? It's not that different. Surely you've heard the saying, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Have you heard that?
What?
There's a little song in Australia that goes, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, let's call the whole thing off. Like, what do you call it kind of song?
Huh.
You've never heard that?
No, I have.
Okay,
You
okay.
say tomato, and I say tomato.
No.
You say potato, and I say potato. Right? Like that?
I don't know anymore.
So I think what we'll do is just like the soy rizo, just chop it up. This is already ground up. So let's chop this up. Then we'll just heat it in here with some olive oil. So, you know, since I was raised vegetarian, when I turned 18, I went to college,
Yes.
as people tend to do.
Yes.
And that's when I was like, I'm gonna be rebellious. You know, some people are like, I'm gonna do drugs. I was like, I'm gonna eat meat. Also, you know what I didn't do? And I'm a terrible person.
What did you not do?
I didn't wash the tomato. But,
Live it on the edge.
yeah, it's like Russian roulette.
You really
You don't
are
know.
hardcore.
Am I gonna get salmonella? Who knows? I will wash this lettuce though for you.
Yeah, I think you should do that. All right, so we are cooking the beef. Beef is going in.
Yes,
Oh,
this is
we haven't
pretty
opened this
hot.
yet.
Yeah, we gotta open that guy up.
Yep.
And then we'll toss it in there, squeeze in the soy rizo.
Delicious.
Yeah, doesn't that sound appetizing? I'm just gonna squeeze some soy rizo into this. And then we should be good to go. I just gotta do the
Great.
lettuce.
Oh my goodness, this is so weird.
It looks
That
just
actually
like
smells pretty good.
Toss that stuff in here because the pan's
All right,
pretty
let's cook
hot. So I
this.
would be careful because the oil might shoot back at you.
Man,
Do you want me to do it?
I got it. Going in. It's one small step for man.
Just like a brick. That looks great. We probably don't need to put the whole thing in there
No,
because this is a
that'll
lot of fake. Oh no!
It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, and there's your little spatchy.
Okay.
And so yeah, you just mix it up. And I'm gonna dice this or something.
So I heard you do taco tours whenever you go to new places. Is this
yeah.
a true fact?
This is true.
Oh
Whenever
my
I go
goodness.
anywhere, generally when I go abroad,
Yes.
I try and find Mexican restaurants and eat tacos there. So I think it's so interesting. Because you have, okay, so here's a very interesting thing. Obviously Mexican food is very big here because of our proximity to Mexico.
Totally.
However, when you go to different countries, a lot of the ingredients are kind of hard to find, like avocados can be difficult or expensive.
Yeah.
So I like going and seeing their interpretation.
Yeah.
The worst Mexican food I've ever had in my life was in Ireland.
Really?
It was,
Okay.
it was no offense to that, I don't even know the name of the
Sorry,
place. Sorry, Ireland. But it was probably the worst Mexican food I've ever had. So one of my dreams in life when I get older and have enough money to be able to create a restaurant is I want to go to different countries and just make like
You wanna
actual
have, like,
Mexican
taco
restaurants.
places?
Yeah. and like actually have a Mexican
have a
restaurant.
chain?
Come
Get
on
'em?
down to Roper's Tacos. Which obviously I'm not making a good case for myself right now because these tacos are not, as I said, authentic. Because
No,
generally,
you look like you should never open a taco store in your life, really.
yeah. So once that's heated up, then we should be pretty much set. I'm gonna bust open these taco shells.
Excellent.
So these are hard taco shells. Traditionally, you use soft corn tortillas. They're tiny, like little,
Yes,
probably like that big.
little. So that's
Little
really
guys?
small.
Those are really small, and we'll usually get like multiple tiny tacos, and it's usually just meat, like lime juice, and a little bit of cilantro or something, and some like diced raw onion. I'm really interested to see how this is going to turn out. I haven't made these or had these kind of tacos since I was a young boy.
Guys, you should tell us in the comments, how do you make your tacos? What's the best ingredients to put in a taco that makes it just
But we have a lot of salsas. We have a salsa verde,
delicious?
and then a salsa auténtica.
Great.
So you can kind of assemble whatever way you want. You can do like
yeah.
cheese first or meat, whatever, tomatoes, sour cream. It's your world.
All
We're just
right,
living in it.
Let's do it. So you have your sciencey, cool YouTube channel called Vsauce3. But if that was not your YouTube channel, what else would you like to make videos about? That's what I'm curious. I heard you used to love making music.
Yes, I used to play music a lot.
Yeah?
I actually used to come out to Los Angeles when I was in high school. So about 17, I used to come out here every other week and play shows.
Really? What
Yeah.
did you play?
Play drums.
No way.
Yeah.
I used to play drums too.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, so if I wasn't doing it, I probably just what I was doing before YouTube, which was working in advertising and making commercials.
Right.
But it was just soul sucking, you know?
Yeah, commercials?
Well, the problem is when you're like working in advertising or commercials, it's not your idea. Like you get hired as the
Yeah.
director, but it's not your
Right.
concept. It's a copywriter's and like an ECD, like a creative director's. And then you just direct it, then someone else edits it, and then you see it on TV, but it doesn't feel like yours. It doesn't feel like it's mine. It's like a representation of what I want.
Yep.
So it was just kind of like terrible.
Yeah, now you can make whatever you like.
Yeah, like tacos on the internet with my
Yay!
friends.
Yay!
All right, so I'm gonna go cheese on the bottom.
Oh, really? I always start with meat for some reason, but then I usually come back and put a little on top with my salsa.
See, my thinking is if I put this on the bottom, put the meat on top because it's hotter, it'll melt the cheese on the bottom, so it'll be nice and like melty. That's kind of my thought.
Genius! Here we go.
See?
My meatless taco first time. I can't even tell the difference.
We did it!
Thank you for teaching me how to make your mum's taco recipe.
Which is the easiest recipe on the planet. Do you ever get taco neck?
What is that?
To probably eat the hard shell taco, you have to go like this. So you get like taco neck.
Do you?
Because you're not just eating, you don't.
Yes,
see,
you do. Find Jake's social links in the description below. Subscribe for more and let me know who else should appear on Show Me Your Food. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Are we ducking? Do I duck? Should I duck? I'm gonna duck.